do want to talk about this fracking thing because Vice President Harris last night, though pressed by Dana, didn't explain the evolution, how she went from saying she would ban fracking in 2019 to now saying she would not and supports allowing it to continue.
Oh! You supported the Green New Deal. And in 2019, you said, quote, "There is no question I'm in favor of banning fracking."
Well, as expected, Kamala finally did this interview, and as a result, we have all kinds of contradictions and flip-flops on where she stands on issues. In particular, we're going to look at fracking.
Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office, adding the United States to the list of countries who have banned this devastating practice?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yes, and starting with what we can do on day one around public lands, right? And then there has to be legislation. But yes, and this is something I've taken on in California. I have a history of working on this issue. And to your point, we have to just acknowledge that the residual impact of fracking is enormous in terms of the impact on the health and safety of communities. Yeah, so thank you.
So would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes, and I've, again, worked on that.
I'm in favor of banning fracking. Fracking, as you know, is a pretty big issue, particularly in your must-win state of Pennsylvania.
Sure. Look at Tim Walz. Man, he does not look comfortable. He can see this is not going in a good direction.
Your must-win state of Pennsylvania.
Sure.
Do you still want to ban fracking?
No, and I made that clear on the debate stage in 2020.
Actually, as we'll see shortly here, she did not make that clear in 2020.
I made that clear on the debate stage in 2020. That I would not ban fracking. As vice president, I did not ban fracking. As president, I will not ban fracking.
In 2019, I believe, in a town hall, you said you were asked, would you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking on your first day in office? And you said, there's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So yes. So it changed in that campaign?
Oh!
In 2020, I made very clear where I stand. We are in 2024, and I've not changed that position, nor will I going forward. I kept my word, and I will keep my word.
What made you change that position at the time?
Well, let's be clear. My values have not changed. I believe it is very important that we take seriously what we must do to guard against what is a clear crisis in terms of the climate. And to do that, we can do what we have accomplished thus far. The Inflation Reduction Act, what we have done to invest, by my calculation, over probably $1 trillion over the next 10 years, investing in a clean energy economy. What we've already done, creating over 300,000 new clean energy jobs. That tells me, from my experience as vice president, we can do it without banning fracking. In fact, Dana,
Kamala, you're doing this on purpose, Congressman.
Disrespectful.
In fact, Dana, I cast the tie-breaking vote that actually increased leases for fracking as vice president. So I'm very clear about where I stand.
And was there some policy or scientific data that you saw that you said, oh, okay, I get it now?
What I have seen is that we can grow and we can increase a thriving clean energy economy without banning fracking.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with the explanation she gave? She said that in 2020 on the debate stage, she said she supported fracking, but she didn't really. All she said was that President Biden supported it.
Joe Biden will not end fracking. He has been very clear about that. That Joe Biden will not ban fracking.
So it makes perfect sense that at the time she was speaking on behalf of Biden, the president, not the vice president, sets administration policy. But maybe other people feel differently. I certainly did not hear anywhere in there Kamala Harris saying that she personally had abandoned her previously expressed 2019 view. Rather, again, she was speaking for Joe Biden.
Oh! Hey everyone, Ovation Eddie here. I'm Eddie. This is my ovation, hence the name. Hey, thanks so much for following this channel and watching this video all the way to the end like this. And just a quick reminder, the purpose of this channel is to point out what's really going on. And it used to be just with the Biden administration, but now it's also with Harris, because Kamala is being hidden by the media right now. So I try to share clips that you might not see in other places. And I'm going to resurface some older ones over the last few years that have been memory holed by the media. So make sure you share these, get these out. We are running out of time. The election's coming quick. And look, vote early. get it out of the way. You know stuff comes up on election day. You might be sick that day. You might have to work late. Who knows? Could be something. Maybe the line's so long that by the time you get there, it's closed. Who knows? Best thing to do is just make sure you get your vote in there because it's getting critical. We're running out of time. Make sure you get these clips out to people. It's the third-party swing voters that we're going for. So they're the ones that need to see this. They're the ones that are going to swing the election one way or the other. So share them with your friends and whoever you know that is undecided so that they can see that Trump and conservatives are the way to go on the voting ticket. All right? Because we are not going to back down. No, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. Won't back. Hey, baby, there